Hey everybody, Veedotme here. Today is Tuesday, December 1st, 2020. Today we got a special surprise from Motion Twin and Evil Empire. They announced on Steam that the latest DLC is in the works and will be released soon, TM. There's also a trailer that's up on YouTube. If you scroll down to the description, I will have the URL for that trailer posted, as well as the link to the Steam page. It looks like the name of this DLC is going to be called Fatal Falls. According to the Steam page, the price will be the same as Bad Seed, which is $4.99 USD, but we do not have a release date yet. Of course, we're definitely happy to see anything coming from Motion Twin and Evil Empire. The work they've done on the game throughout the last 2 years has been incredible, and dropping another $5 on some new areas, some new weapons, some new hazards from the look of it is definitely something I'm gonna do. Now, judging from the trailer itself, there's some pretty cool screen grabs in here. The area itself looks like some massive, almost like a sky sanctuary from Sonic 3. We have the beheaded up in the sky, dancing on what looks like axe traps, which is probably going to be a great way to die. Then there's a transition to a different area, some sort of, I don't know, maybe a pirate cove, a ship graveyard or something of that sort. There's a lot of rain, very cool aesthetic. Something that kind of reminds me of the graveyard a little bit, which is definitely a fun aesthetic to be in. And then finally, the actual wallpaper for the DLC has some interesting stuff in it. There's a snake humanoid creature, then the beheaded on another platform with two sickles, I guess. Would be definitely interested to see what kind of new weapons we're gonna see in the DLC. Now, as we go through the Steam page, there is some info in here. 2 new biomes, Fractured Shrines and Undying Shores, are parallel to the Stilt Village and Clock Tower and Timekeeper area as an alternate path. So if you remember, Bad Seed was a new third area for Promenade Toxic and a bonus area for that Ossuary Ramparts Ancient Sewer biome path. And then it also says and Timekeeper area. So the Bad Seed DLC had a boss to it. I'm gonna assume that that means a third boss, but we don't really have a lot of information to go on for that. A screen grab of the sky area, leap between floating islands dotted with deadly traps and treacherous ledges at Fractured Shrines. So this looks really good. There's saw blades spinning in the sky. And then I'm guessing this is the snake creature. I assume throwing javelins at you. That's probably really fun when you're trying to dodge saw blades at the same time. Descend a cliff face in the middle of a storm at Undying Shores, where some familiar faces lie in wait. So we have a familiar face, the slasher, sitting at the bottom of the screen that we don't get a lot of play with on other maps. But then there's another new monster here. This is a skeleton of some kind holding up a lantern. It doesn't look like it's aggro to the character. I mean, the character himself is almost mimicking what the skeleton's doing with its own little lantern looking thing. I'm not sure how this is gonna play out, but definitely a cool creature design. The last screen grab, yeah, it rains a lot in this one. I'm not sure what this is gonna be. Definitely ship graveyard, a lot of cool aesthetic going on here, even some bones littering the actual ground. So as they said, just like Bad Seed DLC, Fatal Falls is gonna be $4.99. That's gonna keep the development of Dead Cells going and allow for the free updates that will keep dropping while Motion Twin is working on their next project, which is pretty cool to hear. And then a bit more information from the developers. When Bad Seed was announced last year, we said there would be 2 years worth of content to build off of. To be honest, if we locked Joan alone in a room for a week, he'd probably come out with another 20 years of content. Basically, you can expect more of our regular updates to continue next year. In fact, one will be coming in a few weeks. Check out our last post of information about that. That was regarding the Christmas update. We are now in December 1st, so we may be seeing that pretty soon. Finally, Dead Cells has passed 3.5 million copies sold on all platforms, which we never expected to happen at the start of all this. So thank you all for the support. This has actually been a pretty wild ride. If you all know me, I've played a lot of indie games a lot of games that see no development even after early access. It never even drops to live. And if it does, it ends up being just a raw form of the alpha with no updates to be seen later. So when it comes to a game like Dead Cells, we've gotten a lot out of this game, and it looks like there's still more to come. I, for one, am definitely excited to see what they plan to have in these biomes. I'm excited for new weapons. I'm excited to do another boss that isn't the giant. And you know, if there's another year's worth of content, I'll definitely still be playing it and looking forward to whatever information that Motion Twin is working on after this. Of course, if you all are planning to pick up this DLC, definitely let me know in the comments. If you like all the stuff that Evil Empire and Motion Twin have been pumping out, leave a like on this video. Let them know that this is the kind of stuff we like to see, and we'll continue to support them as they want us to continue playing their game. Otherwise, I can't wait to see more information about the DLC. Also, I'm gonna try to do another one of these once we get more information about the Christmas update. So I hope to see you all again soon.